Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now, I met Rodolfo Kirchen when I went to the World Sudoku Championship last year, and it was a pleasure to see him. And Rodolfo has come up with a new game that he hopes will go very big. And what the game has going for it is a very simple rule set and a degree of potential complexity in the puzzle. And those are the things that have made puzzles popular in the past. I'm thinking about crosswords and Sudoku and Wordle. And Wordle, I think, is very much the model that Rodolfo's after here. He's putting up one new puzzle every day on his website, and we will give you a link to that website. It's something like oneuppuzzle.com. I'm sorry, I should have checked that before saying that, but it will be in the links in the description field, along with the link to this puzzle, which went up 2 or 3 days ago as number 11. I think we're up to number 14. Now, what I did before looking at this, I haven't solved this, but before putting this puzzle into our software was, I had a go yesterday at the daily puzzle. And because that didn't take long, it was a 6x6, I had a go at all of the 10 practice 5x5s. And I'll put that video on Patreon for anybody who's interested to see my very first tangle with 1UP. This is going to be my second go at it. And it won't take long to explain the rules, as I mentioned. It's not a normal Sudoku, I can tell you that. But first of all, don't forget that you have the chance to play Dangerous to Know. That's on Patreon and features a number of puzzles sent in by some sinister characters, and you have to put them together in a way indicated by a possible code, come up with a way to get to the 6th puzzle, just solve that one, and then you can enter the competition, and loads of people have. It's proving very popular. It's definitely easier than last month's. That's what we expected. That's what the reviews say. And it's proving popular, as I say. Do give it a try. That's on Patreon now. Definitely, if you've been wondering when will there be a patron hunt that normal people can do, I think this one is probably in that category. Now, what else is there? There's normal people, as though the rest of us aren't normal. What do I mean by that? Who knows? We also have all of our apps in the description field. You go through the app link, and these days you download the CTC app, but there are the older apps which featured things like Thermo Sudoku, Sandwich Sudoku, Classic Sudoku, etc., and they're all available there, so do check them out. What else have we got going on? We've got Sven's SUDOKU PAD and our merch. Check those out too. But the first link is to this puzzle. Now, I would definitely say turn off the conflict checker. I never quite know how automatic Sven's software is at understanding when a puzzle has potentially repeated digits in a row or column. But let me explain the rules. Bars divide each row and column into segments, unless, of course, like row 1, they don't divide it. Every number between 1 and n must appear in a segment of length n. So this segment is 8 cells long and must have all the numbers from 1 to 8. This one is 3 cells long and has all the numbers from 1 to 3. Segments can be 1 cell long. So if we look down column 5, we've got a 1 cell segment, which must contain the number 1, therefore. So give it a try. There is only one solution. As I say, I don't know that, well, this certainly won't come up with the solution because nobody's input it. I've just fed this into the system. But hopefully by the time you're solving, there will be a solution version. But Rodolfo tells us that the 8x8s are, I guess, unsurprisingly, considerably harder than the 5 or 6 by 5x5 or 6x6 versions of the puzzle that are the other ones I've seen. So we'll see. Let's get cracking. So we have that 1 cell segment, and we have a 2 cell segment down here which already has a 1 in it. So I can complete that. That's very straightforward. Now we've got another 2 cell segment down here which must be the opposite way round, clearly. We've got a 2-cell segment over here. I am focusing on the shorter segments because clearly there are less possibilities for putting in numbers within them. Oh, there's a 1-cell segment in the bottom row. I hadn't seen that. Now, what can we then do next? I've got 1 and 3 to place there. This one is a 1, 2, 3 segment, the down version here. We've got, oh, no, this is also a 1, 2, 3, and the middle cell can't be a 3. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's only one place for 4 to go, and it must be there. Now I've got to put 2 and 3 in this one, and they go in thanks to this 2 over here. I can wipe out 2 from the candidates there. Now let's have a look at this column. Maybe not. Yeah, we're getting a lot of pencil marks now, and this certainly, I can tell you, this is a considerably harder puzzle already than the 5x5 and 6x6 versions. We've got 1, 2 and 3 to put in there. These seem to be our favourite digits to mark, and also 1, 2, 3 there. Now, that's a triple, and that means these cells are 4, 5, 7 and 8. Well, 8 can't go in this bottom row, which only goes up to 7, and none of 5, 7 and 8 can go in this one, so that's a 4. And again, we've got a 1, 2, 3 triple, so we're forming all sorts of triples going up and down. Now, I've got 4, 5, 6 to put into this column 3 jobby. Oh, this is 2 or 3 as well in the column here. And again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. Now, that must be the 4. That's like a naked single with 1, 2 and 3 there. That becomes 3 in the corner. We do get the software buzz. We can put in 1 and 2. And we are making some progress here. I don't know if Rodolfo advocates pencil marks. He certainly has the technology for pencil marks in his work. 2, 3, a repair there. 1, 6. So we also have 4, 5, 7 and 8 to put in. This one must be a 4 because this segment doesn't have any number bigger than 4. So I'm using that 2, 3 pair for that. Now again, we get 1, 2, 3. We need a 4 in this row. It's got to be here. That has become a 5, and that's sorted out the triple in that column. 7 and 8 are the remaining digits there. But we've got a given 7 in the puzzle, probably for that very reason. Now, down this column, we need 3, 6 and 8. Well, this is in a 4-cell segment, so that's a 3. I think that's going to tidy up some stuff. I'll just put in the 6, 8 pair before coming back to this 1, 2 pair, which makes that a 3. That makes this a 3. 5 and 8 to go in that row. This row needs 1, 2 and 6. Right, well this cell is seeing a 1, 2, 3 triple, so that's got to be the 6. And I think that might unwind an awful lot of 1s and 2s in the puzzle. Look at what it's doing. Via a 3 there, another one here, but it really is undoing an awful lot of the pencil marks. Look at the speed with which that happens. That's extraordinary. Basically, all my 1, 2, 3 pencil marks are now suddenly done, just like that. Right, this must be a 5 because it's in a 7-cell down segment. And then we're going to have to put 6 and 7 in that one. This one needs a 5 and a 4. They're disambiguated by the 4 on the left. I will admit that this puzzle was harder than I expected, but still, it's done in 4 minutes 35. Now, that is not telling me that is the solution, but I believe that is the solution, subject to my having mistyped a digit and not corrected it as we went along. And I mean, it makes it quite an interesting puzzle. So, if you like that sort of thing, do check them out. As I say, Rodolfo's model is that there's a new puzzle every day. The 8x8s are quite rare. I think they're for difficult days, but most days I would be completing this in 1 or 2 minutes. So it's the 5x5 or 6x6 level puzzle. So obviously, to an extent, it's like a version of Wordle or something. You know, it's all about maintaining your streak and seeing how long you can achieve that. And it might, if you get in now, you're on the ground floor basically. We're up to about number 14 or 15 today. And you can say that you were doing one up from puzzle 15 if you start tomorrow. And if it takes off and becomes bigger than Wordle, you'll have been right there at the beginning. So check it out. Let us know what you think, and we'll pass that on to Rodolfo. And we wish him luck. Thank you very much for watching. As always, we'll be back with more tomorrow. Bye for now.